reader, this little book is designed to tell you everything you need to know about the science of getting ahead. Now let us assume you are young, healthy, clear-eyed, and eager, anxious to rise quickly and easily to the top of the business world. You can.
I can.
If you have education and intelligence and ability, so much the better. But remember that thousands have reached the top without any of these qualities. Just have courage and memorize the simple rules in the chapters that follow. If you truly wish to be among the lucky golden few, you can.
I can. How to apply for a job. How to advance from the mailroom. How to sit down at a desk. How to dictate memorandums. How to develop executive style. How to commute in a 3-button suit with that weary executive smile. This book is all I need. How to succeed. How to avoid petty friends. How to begin making contact.
How to choose the right company. Before applying for a job, make sure you have chosen the right company. It is essential that the company be a big one. It should be at least big enough so that nobody knows exactly what anyone else is doing.
Say, Joe, I just got a complaint from our dealers in Cleveland about that last shipment of wickets. Well, they ordered 300,000. They only got half of them.
I know, Mr. Gatch, but they ordered 2-ton wickets and we ran out.
You ran out? What do you think this is, a hot dog stand? Look, this is the Worldwide Wicket Company. We're supposed to be the largest single producer of wickets in the world.
Then take it easy, Mr. Gatch. There was trouble at our eastern plant. A breakdown.
Well, get on the ball. I want to keep Cleveland wicket-minded.
Yes, sir. Oh, Mr. Matthews, let me know some of the breakdown.
Oh, I'm feeling much better.
Say, Tackaberry, did you get my memo?
What memo?
My memo about memos. We're sending out entirely too many memos, and it's got to stop.
All right, I'll send out a memo.
Good idea.
The right company. This book is all that I need. How to succeed.
Never mind. Back to work, everybody. You heard me. I said back to work.
I'm sorry I bumped into you, sir, but I would like to apply for a job.
A job?
Yes, sir.
Do you know who I am? I'm J.B. Biggley. I'm president of this company. That's who I am. In fact, that's who the hell I am. How dare you come to me for a job?
Well, sir,
why do you think I have a personnel man? Why do you think I have a whole damn personnel department? Son, you bumped into the wrong man. Damn, dithering Colburn, ding, ding, ding.
I'm sorry. I know how hard it is to find a job. I've been through that myself.
Thank you, miss. You're very kind. Say, could you tell me where the personnel office is?
Personnel?
Yeah.
It's right back there.
Oh,
You're not discouraged?
of course not. I'm prepared exactly for this sort of thing.
Say, my friend Smitty works in personnel. I'll bet she can help you. Wait here, I'll get her.
But miss, it's not really that important. I just want to apply. I don't... Hey, where do you think you're going? Well, I was going in to see the personnel manager, sir.
I'm the personnel manager, and we're not hiring anyone today.
Well, I was just speaking to Mr. Biggley.
Biggley?
Yes, sir.
J.B. Biggley?
Oh, yes, sir.
J.B. Biggley himself, you were speaking to him?
Yes, sir. I just, bumped into him.
Is he a friend of yours?
Oh, sir, I don't think a man should trade on friendship to get a job.
Very well put, young man. If you step into my office, I think we can work something out. My name is Bratt, and you are?
Oh, Finch, sir, Pierpont Finch.
Pierpont. Say, maybe that ought to be J. Pierpont Finch, huh?
As a matter of fact, sir, it is.
Well, if you'll step into my office.
Oh, good God, Rosemary, you could at least let me finish my diet Pepsi. This is at least important, Smitty. I know you can help. Where is it? How should I know? Well, we must have gone into Mr. Bratt's office. Well, come on in there. You're Bratt's secretary. I'll listen to you. But why this frantic urgency? Please, Smitty, we've got to help this boy. But why? Fill me in, girl. Wherefore is this creep different from all other creeps? He's not a creep, Smitty. He has sort of noble courage. It's deep down I feel that he's sort of helpless. Rosemary, your motherly instinct is a big drag.
Well, I'm glad that's all settled. Nice to have you aboard.
Oh, glad to be shipping out with you, sir.
Oh, let me do that.
Who is that? That's my helpless friend. Isn't he adorable? Oh, adorable. Crazy. Helpless, no. Shut up, Smitty. Tell me he hasn't got a girl.
My secretary will take care of the forms and getting your particulars. Oh, Smitty, this is our new Mr. Finch.
How do you do?
My name is Pilkington. Rosemary Pilkington.
Finch will be starting out in the mailroom. Glad you don't mind that, Finch.
Oh, sir, in a big pond like this, everyone must start as a little fish.
Even a barracuda.
Yes, Smitty, will you take Mr. Finch?
Say, Bud, you guys in the mailroom sent out those waiting catalogs yet?
I don't know. I'm going to lunch.
It's 11 o'clock. Why?
Because I'm the boss's nephew.
Oh, say, Bud. Finch? Finch. This is Bud Frump, Mr. Biggley's nephew. Finch is going to be working with you in the mailroom.
Oh, hi, Finch. Hi, Bud Frump, J.B. Biggley's nephew.
Smitty, get Mr. Finch's particulars. Finch, nice to have you on our team.
Oh, glad to be playing with you, sir.
Finch, you ambitious?
Well, not necessarily.
Good. Just keep that in mind. As long as you remember who I am and you remember who you are, we'll get along fine. If not...
You'll go crying to your uncle.
I beg your pardon. I do not go crying to my uncle. It so happens that my mother is Mrs. Biggley's sister. If I feel that anything is wrong, I phone my mother. She phones Mrs. Biggley, and Mrs. Biggley phones Mr. Biggley. That's the democratic way.
A man like you doesn't have to worry about someone like him. Smitty, you're going to get Mr. Finch's particulars? Yes, particulars. Now, Mr. Finch, the first question... Have you got a girl?
Girl, no,
Good. I mean, that's the right answer. I mean, it's wise not to have a girl.
Well, I'm glad you understand that, Miss Pilkington. I feel that when a man wants to rise into the world of business, a girl, or let's even say an emotional involvement, can only lead to getting involved emotionally.
That's very intelligent, Mr. Finch. Yes, Rosemary, are you through with Mr. Finch yet? For the moment. Fine, now if you'll just step into Mr. Bratt's office, I'll be right with you. Good luck, Mr. Finch.
Oh, thank you, Miss,
Pilkington, Rosemary.
Oh, glad to be aboard.
Well, Rosemary, you see? I think he's fascinating. Well, I've seen some ambitious characters around here, but this boy is the eagerest beaver of them all. New Rochelle. What? Or maybe White Plains. No. New Rochelle. What are you talking about? New Rochelle. What about it? That's the place where the mansion will be. For me and the darling, bright young man I picked out for marrying me. He'll do well, I can tell, though it isn't a moment too soon to plan on my life in New Rochelle, the wife of my darling tycoon. Honey, you'll be in New Rochelle. Your darling tycoon will be here in the office. Smitty, you two Mrs. Finch is in for some lonely night. Smitty, I'm prepared for exactly that sort of thing. I'll be so happy to keep his dinner warm while he goes onward and upward. Happy to keep his dinner warm there waiting until his mind is clear while he looks through me, right through me, waiting to say good evening, dear. I'm pregnant. What's it with you from downtown? Oh, to be loved by a man I respect, to bask in the glow of the perfectly understandable neglect. Oh, to belong in the aura of his crown, darling, busy brown. Such heaven, wearing the white uniform, while he goes onward and upward, happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from downtown.
Coffee break!
There's no coffee. If I can't take my coffee break, my coffee break, my coffee break. If I can't take my coffee break, something within me dies. Lies down and something within me dies.
If I can't make 3 daily trips where shiny shrines benignly drips and taste cardboard between my lips, something within me dies. Lies down and something within me dies. No coffee. 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 That office light comes after fluorescence. I'll get no pain in the head. That office chair doesn't have to be foam rubber. So if I spread, so I spread. But only one chemical substance gets out the lead.
Like she said, if I can't take my coffee break, my coffee break, my coffee break. If I can't take my coffee break, what is the sense of interpret? And something within me dies. No coffee, 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 no coffee. If I can't take my coffee break,
Somehow the soul no longer tries.
You have alertly seized your opportunities and are now on the first rung of the ladder. You are working in the mailroom. One word of caution about the mailroom. It is a place out of which you must get. Some of your rivals will not have the advantage of this knowledge, but you are forearmed. Do not get stuck in the mailroom. Plan to rise.
Finch, where are you going and what have you got there?
It's the executive mail, Bud.
I'll take that. Trying to get in good on the inside, huh? I can't even take a coffee break around here.
But Bud, I was merely trying to do my job.
The executive mail is my job. Finch, if you have any ideas of climbing the ladder around here, the view is going to get mighty monotonous. Every time you look up, you'll see the seat of my pants.
Oh, he's just jealous. He's trying to keep the big executives from noticing you.
Thank you for defending me, Miss Pilkington.
Oh, please, call me Rosemary.
Okay, Rosemary.
Now, listen, Mr. Finch.
Why don't you call me Ponty?
Okay, Party. The big executives will notice you. You just be patient.
Oh, patience, patience. Do you realize I've been working here one whole week?
I know, Connie. I haven't forgotten. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you, Rosemary. At least you noticed me.
Oh, I wish I were an executive. Uh-oh, here comes Judith Anderson.
Huh?
That's Miss Jones, Mr. Biggley's secretary. You better look busy.
Pardon me, ma'am. You should be wearing this. It goes with your hair.
Young man, you just want me to have this flower? You don't know who I am.
Oh, that doesn't matter. What matters is that the flowers just seem to cry out just to be worn by you.
Young man, I'm Miss Jones, Mr. Biggley's secretary.
No, you can't.
Why
no.
not?
You can't be.
Why?
Well, from Bud Frump's description of you, I'd have thought you were. Well, it's just that. Well, you're not a very frightening person at all, Miss Jones.
Well, thank you.
It's not out of place for me to say so. I think you're a very attractive person, no matter what Bud Frump says.
Young man, what did you say your name was?
Finch, man. F-I-N-C-H. Finch. Pierpont. Finch.
And how is it that I haven't seen you before?
Oh, I'm not supposed to deliver the executive mail. That's his job. Frump. F-R-U-M-P.
Well, thank you very much, Finch. You're a very interesting young man.
And thank you, Miss Jones.
Hey, Jones, I'd like an appointment with the boss at around 3.
Yes, I'll check on it, Milton, let you know.
Flowers, you got a new boyfriend, huh?
This was given to me by a very nice young man. You should know it. Finch.
Yes?
Finch, this is Mr. Gatch.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Gatch?
Mr. Gatch would be a good man for you to know. This department is very important.
Oh, Mr. Gatch. I already know about Mr. Gatch. He's in charge of plans and systems and interdepartmental evaluation. Also pre-promotional promotion, post-administrative research, and multiple development on a multi-level level.
Jeez, Jonesy, that's a smart one. I didn't know I did all that.
Very fine man, Mr. Gatch. I hear he has an opening in his department.
Yes, he has. But he hasn't been able to make up his mind yet. But thank you again, Tanya.
And thank you, Miss Jones.
Hi, Jonesy.
Yeah.
Finch, quit goofing off. You've got to pick up the second delivery.
Right, old buddy boy. Rosemary, I have to go to work now. Thanks for the flowers.
Thanks for the flowers. You gave my flower Miss Jones.
Oh, Rosemary, surely you don't begrudge an old lady one moment of happiness.
Well, I guess it is important for you to be nice to her.
Glad to see that, Rosemary. I'll see you later.
Well, Rosemary, how's it going? Oh, I don't know, Smitty. He's so... Smitty, what's the opposite of a sex maniac? A businessman.
me an outside line. No, this call is not personal. I'm calling my mother. One of these days, I'm running the show around here, and I'll clear out the whole... Oh, hello, Mother. It's Bud. I know I left without my sweater, but it's warm out. Now listen, Mother, I just found out something very important. There's going to be a new head of the mailroom, and I want the job. You have to call Aunt Gertrude. I know I'm next in line for the job, but there's a new fellow here who has me worried. Oh, he comes in on time, never goofs off, works hard, he's polite. You know, a real rat.
Yes, Miss Jones.
Mr. Biggley, your wife is calling.
My wife? Well, tell her I'm out. Tell her I'm at a meeting. Tell her I'm busy. Damn it, put her on. Hello, Gertrude. Glad you called. What's on your mind? I'm busy. Well, I'm sorry, but I can't help but there. No, I believe the head of the mailroom should pick his own successor. I can't switch calls in the middle of a play. It would upset the whole team. No, if I interfere now, that would be nepotism. Nepotism. That's when your nephew's a goddamn fool. Right, well, I'll see. Miss Jones?
Yes, Mr. B.
Miss Jones, I've told you that talking to my wife upsets me.
Well, JB, you said to put her on, and
Never
so...
mind. Where's my, you know?
Oh, I put it in the bottom of your desk.
Thank you.
Let's get going, boys.
Yes, sir, Mr. Twimble. I've already started sorting.
You know, Finch, as head of this entire mailroom, I would like to tell you I am very pleased with your work.
Well, thank you, sir.
You sort of have an inborn gift for mailroom.
Well, thank you, sir. Coming from me, that's a great honor.
Hello, mailroom. No, mailroom. Just a minute. Twimble, it's for you. Mr. Bratt, personnel.
This may be a very important call for some of us. Hello?
What's the big idea?
What's the idea of what, Bud?
You know, trying to butter up Twimble. Well, believe me, it won't do you any good.
Good God, Bud, just because I'm being kind to an older fella, does that mean I have to have an angle?
If anybody's going to get his job, well, you know.
Thanks, Mr. Bratt. Thanks very much. Well, boys, it looks like they're going to promote old Twimble to the shipping department.
Congratulations, Mr. Twimble.
Who's going to be the new head of the mailroom?
Not going to say till it's official. But Mr. Bratt's going to leave the choice up to me. Twimble, he said, the mailroom is the nerve center of this mighty organization. You've been an outstanding mailroom head, and we want you to choose your successor. And he wants you to choose him on merit. On merit alone.
That's not fair. I'm going out for a smoke.
Smoke, nothing. He's going out to call his mother. But that's not going to help him if I have anything to say with it. I have someone else in mind for the job.
Mr. Twimble, you've been with this company a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, a long, long time. See, last month, I became a quarter of a century man.
Quarter of a century? Gee, that's beautiful. But, how long have you been in the mailroom?
25 years. Yep, it's hard to get a medal like this. It takes a combination of skill, diplomacy, and bold caution. When I joined this firm as a brash young man, well, I said to myself, now, brash young man, don't get any ideas. Well, I stuck with that, and I haven't had one in years.
You know, you play it safe.
I play it the company way. Wherever the company puts me, there I'll stay.
But what is your point?
I have no point of view.
Suppose the company thinks.
I think so too.
Listen, what would you say if
I wouldn't say.
Your face is a company face. It smiles at executives and goes back and plays.
The company furniture,
Oh, it suits me fine.
The company letterhead.
A Valentine.
Anything you're against?
Unemployment.
They want brilliant thinking from employees.
That is no concern of mine.
I suppose a man of genius makes suggestions.
Watch that genius get suggested to resign.
So you play it the company way.
Executive policy is by me, okay.
How can you get anywhere in
Junior, have no fear. As long as the company needs me, I will still be here.
You certainly found a hole.
It's cozy.
Your brain is a company brain.
The company washed it and now I can't complain.
The company magazine.
Boy, what style, what touch.
The company restaurant.
Every day, same lunch. Their headache sandwich. It's delicious.
I must try it.
Early in the week.
Do you have any hobbies?
I'm a hobby. I play gin with Mr. Bratt.
Mr. Bratt, and do you play it nicely?
Play it nicely. Still, people insist me in every game like that.
Why?
'Cause I play it the company way. Executive policy is by me, okay.
You'll never rise up to the
Junior,
top.
have no fear. Whoever the company partners, I will still be here.
Still be
Year after year after fiscal, never take a risk, oh yeah! Until then, the mail must go through.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Bud. How's your mother?
What mother?
What mother?
Hiya, men. Well, Twimble, it's all set. As of today, you're head of shipping.
Thanks, Mr. Bratt.
Now let's talk about your successor.
Say, Bratt, have you heard from my uncle today?
No, but go ahead, Twimble. Your shoes are going to be hard to fill. But who have you picked to fill them?
Well, I've given it a lot of thought, pro and con. And I think your man is young, Finch.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm going out for a smoke.
Just a minute. I don't know if I can accept.
Are you turning this job down?
That's right, sir. I feel that there is a man here that has been here longer than I am, a man better associated with the company, a man more in touch with the worldwide company. Gentlemen, I recommend Bud Frump.
You're kidding!
Bud Frump?
Well, this is something. I mean, surprise-wise. Well, as long as he feels that way.
I'm going to call my mother and tell her.
I don't understand.
Well, Mr. Twimble, let me explain. Knowing you has taught me a lot.
Hello? Oh, yes, JB, this is Bratt.
It's the big boss.
Oh, I understand your problem, JB. Actually, we had picked someone else, but it's all right, JB. The young fellow we picked turned the job over to Bud. He thinks Bud is better qualified. No, he doesn't seem to be out of his mind. He was explaining about it when you called. Finch, go ahead.
Well, the great thing you have taught me, Mr. Twimble, is that no individual is as important as the whole team.
He says no individual is as important as the whole
And yes, that the whole team is greater than any single player.
The whole team is greater than any
Uh-huh,
single
and the
player.
whole crew is greater than anyone.
The whole crew is greater than anyone.
And the whole salad is bigger
The
than
whole
any
salad,
piece of
you can
lettuce.
hear it.
Yes, and the whole omelet is bigger than any egg, JB.
Isn't that great, JB? It
Yes.
sort of chokes you up, doesn't it? His name is Finch.
That's F-I-N-C-H, sir. Finch.
F-I-N-C-H, sir. Yes, Finch. Right. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on him myself. Right, JB. See you later. Oh, Finch, you got me off the hook with Mr. Biggley.
Oh, I'm glad to help, Mr.
Well, I appreciate it. Good luck, Twimble.
Oh, Mr. Twimble, don't I have to take this mail over here to Mr. Gatch?
Dad?
Gatch. Gatch.
Say, I just remembered. Mr. Gatch is looking for a junior executive in his department.
He is?
He sure is. And I'm going to talk to him about you.
Oh, me? A junior executive?
Finch, your generosity and thoughtfulness may have proven to have been a really good thing for you.
Oh, by George, ethical behavior always pays.
Finch, you did a very wise thing.
Oh, that doesn't matter to me, Mr. Bratt. I did what was right. my mother was very happy.
Oh, boys and girls, meet the new head of the mailroom, Bud Frump.
Thanks, honey, old man. Oh, good luck, Bud.
Finch, come along with me. I want to talk to you.
He sure amazed me. I'm still wondering why he did this for me.
So am I.
Now, wait a minute, Twimble. Connie okayed it.
It's just that.
We'll have no reneging. I was promised the job.
Wait a minute, Bud. I've been here a long time. Quarter of a century. I just want to make sure things are done the right way.
I know what you mean, Mr. Twimble. Because from now on, I'll say it the company way. Wherever the company puts me there, I'll say.
Whatever the company tells him Bratt he'll do.
Whatever my uncle may think, I think so too.
King's beating with company pride.
I've conquered that over-ambitious Bratt inside.
Oh, Bratt is no longer the Frump he used to be.
I pledge to the company sweet conformity.
Hooray, hooray!
I will someday earn my medal. 25-year employee. I'll see to it that the medal is the only thing they'll ever bid on me.
Frump, way is the company way. Executive policy is my hip, okay. You'll never be president, but there's one thing clear.
My uncle can stand me, I will still be here.
We know the company may like your company man. And if they choose to, the company can company that. But they will never come from the company man. Some will blame the company, some will blame the company, some will blame the company way.
Come on, everybody, it's a celebration. I'm inviting you all to have lunch on me.
Boys and girls, I have one other announcement to make. Mr. Gatch here is taking young Finch into his department as a junior executive.
Honey, that's wonderful. I told you to have patience.
Oh, you were right, Rosemary. Thank you very much.
You should have somebody around all the time to help you think things out.
Maybe I should.
Honey, I'm always available.
Oh, Rosemary, you're sure wonderful. One of these days, I hope I can show my appreciation.
Lunch.
Huh?
I said lunch.
What about lunch?
I'd love to.
Love to what?
I said, what about lunch? You never asked me. Let's see, where would we go? I know this little tea room, a cute place called the Hungry Tea. It's very reasonable. I'll get my things to
Rosemary,
eat.
I didn't mean what about lunch. I meant what about lunch. Rosemary, I mean...
Say, Finch, how's the new junior executive
Oh,
feeling?
fine, just fine.
Hey, listen, how'd you like to go to lunch at the executive club up on the roof?
Lunch? In the executive club? Me?
Well, sure, now that you're a junior exec, I can put you on my expense account.
That'd be a great honor, Mr. Gatch. Just a minute, I'll get my coat. I'll meet you right here.
All right, I'll meet you by the elevator.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Rosemary, darling, seeing you always brightens up my day.
Oh, Mr. Gatch.
Well, I've got to stop reading Playboy.
Well, Rosemary, Mr. Gatch is taking me to lunch.
Lunch?
Yep, how do I look?
Oh, you look fine. Have a good time.
Oh, thanks, Rosemary.
If you have followed the simple instructions exactly as outlined, you should by now be a junior executive. Congratulations. Nothing can stop you now.
Happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes swiftly home.
Gertrude, I haven't time for this nonsense about Bud. I know blood is thicker than water, but Bud Frump is thicker than anything. No, I'll promote him when I'm ready. Now listen, the next time he calls his mother, and his mother calls you, and you call me, well, you're all fired. Yes, Miss Jones.
There's a young lady here who insists on speaking with you, Mr. B. She says it's personal.
Well, what she want? What's her name?
She says you'll know.
Oh, put her on. Sorry, Gertrude. Hello. Oh, well, now you know I wouldn't forget. Okay, I'll take care of everything. Miss Jones, give me Bratt personnel right away. Fine, everything's set. Yes, you'll be here tomorrow. Bye. Hello, Bratt. JB. Say, I was wondering if you could do me a little favor. Yes, I was wondering if you had an opening for a young lady. Wants to be a secretary. Yes, friend of the family's. Her father was a classmate of mine at Old Ivy. Yes, very bright young girl. Got a good head on her shoulders. Yes. Name? Oh, it's, LaRue. Hedy LaRue.
Can I help you, honey?
Ram!
Miss, you don't understand. I'm Bud Frump, J.B. Biggley's nephew.
Oh, how do you do? I'm waiting for Mr. Bratt's personnel. I'm a secretary.
I spotted that the minute you came in.
Oh, thank you. You see, I'm new at this, and I really
Miss
don't
LaRue?
Yeah? Yes?
I'm Bratt, personnel. Sorry we kept you waiting.
Oh, not at all, sir. It is I who am late.
Oh, not really.
Oh, yes, sir. I was very naughty this morning. You see, I'm still not accustomed to early arrival.
Oh, I understand. Well, if you'll step into my office, I think we can, Oh, sorry. This is Miss Smith, my secretary.
How are you, dear? Fine, dear. Mr. Bratt, Mr. Bratt!
Yes, Smitty.
Do you still want me to get you those important forms, sir?
Yes, you do that, Smitty. Now, Miss LaRue, if you'll come with me, I'll just get your particulars.
39, 22, 38.
I win the pool!
Gentlemen, one moment, please.
Say, Brad, I really need a new secretary.
Yeah, me too. Miss LaRue will be assigned according to normal procedure as soon as her qualifications have been determined.
I'd sure like to determine them.
Gentlemen, a secretary is not a toy. No, my boy, not a toy to fondle and dandle and playfully handle in search of some puerile joy. No, a secretary is not, definitely not, a toy.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Bratt.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Mr. Bratt.
It's a company rule, Mr. Bratt.
Secretary is not a toy, no, a toy, not a toy. So do not go jumping for joy, boy, a secretary is not. A secretary is not. A secretary is not. A toy.
A secretary is not to be useful and fair and new.
Be good to the girl you employ, boy, remember no matter what, neurotic trouble you got, a secretary is not a toy. She's a highly specialized key component of operational unity, a fine and sensitive mechanism to serve the honest community. With the mother at home, she supports.
And you'll find nothing like a red FAO Schwartz.
A secretary is not for fun. Want a pet, I'll buy you one.
It happened to Charlie McCoy, boy, they fired him like a shot. The day the fellow forgot, a secretary is not a toy. Secretary is not a toy. And when you put it to use, all
That you don't find the name Lionel on her covers.
A secretary is not a thing. Well, the key pulls the string. A pad is a riot and not spend the night in. If that's what you plan to enjoy, no!
the secretary yacht is definitely not employed to do with your lot. Or you know what? Before you jump for joy, remember this, my boy. A secretary is not a tinker toy.
And so I said, you just keep your hands where they belong.
So he said, I'm next in line for a promotion.
And so I said, you just keep your hands where they belong. So I said, you just keep your hands where they belong. Oh my gosh, he's really getting around.
So then I just figured, what the hell? I'm gonna have dinner with them.
wife and tell her I won't be home for dinner.
Yes, Mr. B. By the way, you left your golf clubs in the office. Tomorrow's Saturday, and you're playing with Mr. Wally, the chairman of the board.
Well, I'll be staying in town tonight, so I'll come by in the morning and pick up the clubs.
Oh, and you asked me to remind you about your college alumni association.
Oh, yes, well, send them the same check I always send them every year. I get a big kick out of thinking of their faces when they receive that big fat check from old least likely to succeed.
Very well, Mr. Biggley.
Say, JB, telephone call. It's your wife.
My wife? Damn it. That'll be all, Miss Jones. I'll take it in your office.
Oh, Miss Jones.
Hello, Ponty. How's the young junior executive?
Oh, fine, just fine. Thanks to the helpful advice I've been getting from you.
Well, I'm glad our little talks have proven valuable.
Oh, they sure have. By the way, good luck in the bowling tournament.
Good luck.
Yes, in the bowling tournament tonight. I hear you're one of the best bowlers on the whole ladies team.
How sweet of you to be interested in a thing like that.
I'm fascinated with the hobbies of people I like.
Say, would you like to come watch us bowl tonight?
Gee, I'd love to, Miss Jones, but I have to get up early tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow.
On Saturday? Ponty, no one around here works on Saturday. You're a very unusual boy. You'll go far.
Oh, that means so much, Miss Jones, but I'm afraid that you're just saying that because you're Mr. Biggley's secretary, and he's the man I most want to emulate. I mean, he's so thoughtful and capable. I even heard him remembering to send a check to his old school. Harvard, isn't it?
Harvard? Don't ever let JB hear you say that. He's a groundhog.
But where did he go to college?
Old Ivy.
Oh, Ivy.
Of course, they're the groundhogs. Mr. Biggley is very proud of his old school. Oh, good night, Ponty.
Oh, good night, Miss Jones.
And don't you work too hard.
Don't worry about me.
Hello, stranger.
Oh, hi, Rosemary. Hi, Smitty.
Hi, Connie. Been a long day, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you since you got your new job.
Oh, I've been working pretty hard.
Oh. Been a long day.
Yeah, been a long day. Yeah.
Say, Rosemary, where are you having dinner tonight? Oh, that depends. On what? On where I'm having dinner. Well, here it is, 5 p.m. The finish of a long day's work. And there they are, both of them, the secretary and the clerk. Not very well acquainted, not very much to say, but I can hear those two little lies taken away. Now she's thinking, I wonder if we take the same bus. And he's thinking,
There could be quite a thing between us.
now she's thinking, he really is weird. He's thinking,
But what of my career?
she says, and he says,
Oh, well, it's been a long day.
well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Now she's thinking, I wish that he were more of a flirt. And he's thinking,
I guess a little flirting won't hurt.
now she's thinking, for dinner we could meet. And he's thinking,
We both have got to eat.
and she says, shoo. And he says,
Gesundheit.
thank you.
Well, it's been a long day.
Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. There's a yummy Friday special at Stouffer's. It's $1.09 special plate. And on the bottom of the ad, not bad, service for $2, $3.58. To make a bargain, make a date. Wonderful.
It's fate.
Now she's thinking, what female kind of trap could I bring? And he's thinking,
I might as well forget the whole thing.
Now she's thinking.
Suppose I take his arm.
She's thinking.
Like the man
She says, hungry? And he says,
in the end. Yeah!
yeah. Well, it's been a long day. Been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day.
Blithering, blathering. Damn it, you've been talking to your mother again. She wants you promoted.
Why not? Other people are being promoted.
Well, I told your Aunt Gertrude.
Oh, there you. Good evening, Mr. Biggley.
Good evening, LaRue.
How was that
I told you not to call me that around here.
Sorry, JB.
Now, haven't you got something to do?
Yes, I was just going to get my hat and go home.
Good. So, Miss LaRue, how do you like your new job?
It's a big, fat nothing.
Angel, don't talk that way around here.
Well, I thought you were going to help me be a big businesswoman, like Helena Rubinstein or Betty Crocker. So what happens? I'm stuck in the damn stenographic pool with no one to fish me the hell out.
Angel, now these things take time. I told yes, miss, in a large operation like Worldwide Wickets, there are many multiple facets which are very, very important to the scheme of things. Hedy, I promise you.
I give up a wonderful job. Head cigarette girl at the Copa.
But the surroundings. You said you hated all those men staring at you, making advances.
It is no different around here in big business. At least at the Copa, when I got pinched, I got tipped. Around here, a girl can't even bend down to pick up a pencil with confidence.
You mean someone's been bothering you? Who? Huh. Just let me know. Who? Why, yes, miss, in a large operation like Worldwide Facets, there are many multiple wickets which are... Who pinched you?
Look, I do not care about that. You did not keep your part of my bargain.
Sweetheart, I meant every word. Tell you what, meet at your place in 10 minutes and we can talk it all over.
No.
But Hedy, yes, miss, in a large operation like Worldwide Wickets, there are... Why don't you go home?
I'm waiting for the elevator.
Why don't you walk down?
It's 30 floors.
Why don't you jump?
Very attractive girl, Miss LaRue.
Oh, yes, I was just talking to her, trying to get some self-confidence in her. Yeah. She seems to be a rather shy person.
Well, you go ahead, JB. I'm having dinner with Mother. She loves dinner with me. I tell her everything that goes on at the office all day. Now he's thinking
The kid could really put me through hell.
now she's thinking
The kid could even name the hotel.
now he's thinking
I'd wonder if he dare.
and she's thinking
There's blackmail in the air.
he says
It's a holdup.
she says
Down.
Okay, you're promoted.
well it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day. Well it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long day.
Ha!
You know, these offices are tough to clean. We ain't exactly had an easy night.
No way. Well, here it is, 8 a.m., the finish of a long night's work. And here we are, the three of us. Not a bit of work, did we, sure? All of us very tired, not very much to say, but I can hear those two little minds ticking away. Now she's thinking, I wonder if we'll ever get done. And she's thinking, I hope we get to go have some fun. Now she's thinking, someday I'll be a star. And she's thinking, someday I'll travel far. She said, and she said, well, it's been a long night. Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long night. Well, it's been a long, been a long, been a long, been a long night. That's it, Blanche. Yeah, sure. All spick and span now. Now some slop will come and mess it all up again. Nah, not on a Saturday morning. Let's go to the big shots now.
Was I humming, sir?
You were humming the Old Ivy fight song.
Oh, it must have been unconscious on my part, sir.
Were you a groundhog, or did you go there?
Well, sir,
Oh, come on, say it, boy. I know a lot of these men have inferiority complexes because they didn't go to Yale or Princeton. You're not ashamed of Old Ivy, are you?
No, sir, not a bit.
Oh, that's the groundhog spirit. I should have known you're Old Ivy. What year, Finch? Finch, what year did you graduate?
Oh, I guess this looks a little bit funny, sir, but I was just thinking about the big game today, sir. You know, we're playing those chipmunks.
That's right. Damn, I can't get up there on it. I just hope those blasted chipmunks don't give us too much trouble.
Oh, I think we'll take them, sir. You know, Charnowski. No, Charnowski's me is much better now.
Oh, yes, with Charnowski in there, the team's morale should pick right up. He's the dirtiest player we've got.
Oh, you know it. Well, even though we're not there in person, sir, we'll be rooting for him, right?
Right. Groundhog. Groundhog.
Groundhog.
Stand, Old Ivy, stand firm and strong. Grand Old Ivy, hear that cheering throng. Stand, Old Ivy, and never yield.
bottom of the heap.
Down at the bottom of the heap.
Where the mud is oh so very, very deep.
Down in the quite muddy deep.
Don't forget, boy, that's why they call us. They call us groundhog. 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 The chipmunk.
I enjoyed that, sir.
Oh, so did I, boy. Well, I'll go get those clubs.
Okay.
What's that you're doing?
7, 28, 29, 30. Oh, sir, I guess this looks a little bit silly, but I've always found that knitting helps me think more clearly.
I'll be damned. I knit too.
You do?
Yes, been doing it for years. Great for my nerves. Well, nobody knows except Miss Jones. She's my secretary, you know.
Oh, I met her.
Yeah. Say, what's that going to be?
Well, sir, I thought I'd make a birdcage cover.
A birdcage cover?
Yeah.
Never made one of those. Oh, but how do you like this?
Oh, gee, sir, did you make that yourself?
Yes, I did. Oh, I also
Very
made these.
beautiful.
I also made these heads for these golf clubs here. Popcorn stitch.
Gee, sir, that's beautiful. You know, I sort of feel sorry for men who don't knit. They lead empty lives.
I like the way you think, Fink.
That's think Finch, sir.
Think Finch, yes. Say, Finch, where are you headed for around here? Well, what's your ambition in this outfit? Bright young man like you must, well, have it all planned out.
Well, sir, to an extent. If I'm ever fortunate enough to reach a position where I have a choice, I'd like to be where they do something real, something solid, something down to earth, something I man can really grit his teeth into. The advertising department.
Advertising? Son, I wouldn't want that for an old schoolmate of mine. No, it's too tough, too insecure. Oh, this place has had 50 new advertising managers this past year alone. They keep disappearing at a rate of 1 per month.
Why is that, sir?
Oh, I fire them.
But, sir, if you had a man with ideas, he could swing it for you.
Ideas? That's what I keep looking for. I keep hiring these men who are supposed to have these brilliant ideas, and not one of them will do as I tell them. No, you stay where you are. You're doing great there. Damn good department. Say, where are you?
Plans and systems, Mr. Gatch's department.
Oh, yes. Good man, Gatch. And I'll keep my eye on you, too.
Sir, you forgot your gloves. Do have a nice day. I've got to get this done before midnight.
Midnight? Well, that's the groundhog spirit.
Groundhog.
Groundhog. Stand, old ivy, stand firm and strong. Rip, 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 the chipmunk off the
That was beautiful.
Hello, Bratt. This is JB. Say, what are we running around here, a sweatshop? We're working that boy too hard. Who? Oh, Finch, F-I-N-C-H. Yes, the poor devil worked here all weekend. Oh, I ought to know. I was in there working with him side by side. Well, first off, the lad needs help. I want him to have an office of his own. Well, deserves the best you have available. Oh, nothing fancy, no. Don't want him getting any ideas.
Good night. Now, it was our first date, and I don't want you to get a wrong impression of me, but, well, I guess it's natural for a fellow to get a little fresh with a girl and make a pass at her. You didn't do anything.
Rosemary, I had to get up early the next morning. I had to go to work. Sir? Miss?
I'm Miss LaRue, honey.
Well, what can I do for you, Miss LaRue?
A secretary was ordered to be assigned to you. I'm your assignation. You didn't tell me you were going to have a secretary.
I just found out myself, Rosemary.
Well, happy dictation, Connie. Bye.
Oh, now, Miss LaRue, won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Okay, now, Miss LaRue.
Call me Hedy.
Well, I think that perhaps in a business relationship...
You're cute.
Excuse me a minute.
Choosing a secretary can be fraught with peril. Take a good look at the young lady who has been assigned to you. If she is so attractive that you may feel things are too good to be true, be very careful. It may be that one of the big men in the company is interested in her career. There is a simple test for this. Check on her secretarial skill. The smaller her abilities, the bigger her protector.
Miss LaRue, let's try some dictation.
Shoot.
This will be a letter to Mr. Gatch. Ready? Dear Mr. Gatch, pursuant to...
Wait a minute! Are you trying to catch a train?
Oh, what are you taking this down in?
Longhand!
Oh.
It's safer. I make up for it when I type.
Oh, so you type fast at least.
Like a jackrabbit. 12 words a minute.
Now, Hedy, what was your last position?
Well, I was in the tobacco business, but then Mr. Biggley...
Biggley?
Well, he got me interested in wickets, so I matriculated myself into business school, and, well, here I am.
Oh, yes, you are, aren't you?
Well, go ahead, dictate some more. I'm gonna like this chat.
No, Hedy, let's let that letter wait. Take this into Mr. Gatch.
Mr. Gatch.
He's my boss. Hedy, make sure he gets it himself.
Okay.
Hedy, personally.
Okay, Charlie.
Gatz's office.
Yes, one moment, please. Stop it. Mr. Finch's secretary's outside, and she has to see you personally.
Well, all right, have her come in.
Okay, Schnookums. Sorry. Mr. Gatch? I'm Mr. Finch's secretary. He asked me to give you this.
Say, what are you doing tonight?
Well, I have a date with my gentleman friend.
Oh, come on, you're in big business now. You don't mess around with small fry.
Hello, Mr. Finch's office. Yes, one moment, please. It's for your production.
Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Finch. Yes, I'm in charge of plans and systems now. Mr. Gatch? Well, he's been transferred to one of our out-of-town offices. Venezuela.
Oh, say, Jenkins, I was just going to call you. You know we're getting a new vice president in charge of advertising.
Another one. Who's it this time?
A fellow by the name of Ovington. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington.
BBTO.
I'll bet that's why Biggley hired him. Anyway, we're giving him a reception tonight.
In the executive club on the roof.
That's right.
I wonder how long this guy will last.
I don't know, but we're giving him the full treatment. You can ask your secretary to come. We're inviting some of the executive secretaries to act as hostesses.
Okay, Brad.
All right, Jenkins, I'll see you. BBTO.
There you are. Rosemary, I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been?
Well, Smitty, I've been made secretary to the new advertising director.
Great. What's this one like?
Oh, I don't know. I've never even met him. But this means that I'm invited to the reception, and Connie will be there. Smitty, Connie has never seen me all dressed up, you know, glamorous. Do you know what this is?
Your lunch?
Smitty, this is the answer to how to succeed with Finch. A new dress. Beautiful.
Oh, Rosemary, I hope it works. Good luck. Hey, I think maybe I'll get you dressed for tonight, too.
Good idea. Well, I hope you're very popular at the party, Smitty.
Maybe I will be. I'm thinking of starting a secret rumor that I'm a nymphomaniac.
I slipped out this afternoon and bought some love insurance, a most exclusive dress from Tackaberry. It's sleek and chic and magnifique with sex beyond endurance. It's me, it's absolutely free. And why? One guy. This irresistible Paris original I'm wearing tonight. I'm wearing tonight, especially for him. This irresistible Paris original I'm paid for in mine. I must look divine, especially for him. Suddenly he will see me, and suddenly he'll go dreamy, and blame it all on his own masculine whim, never knowing that this irresistible Paris original sounds temptingly tight. I'm wearing tonight, especially for him, for him, for him.
10 after 5.
Which way's the boom?
Right over here.
I'll have a double martini.
Attention, please. Attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Now, as you know, our advertising department has been in a little trouble recently. Well, I think we now have a man who will help put worldwide wickets back on top. Mr. Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to say that I'm proud to be joining the Worldwide Wicket Company. I don't know much about wickets, but I do know about advertising. My theory of advertising can be summed up in just one sentence. Shove it down the throats with the soft sound. And I'd like to say that in the
Benjamin Burton Daniel Ovington? What the hell kind of a name is that? I think, call this a double martini? There's only one olive in it.
But Mr. Biggley says for you to take Miss LaRue home. She doesn't seem to be feeling well.
I'm feeling fine.
You feel terrible.
Hey, Finchy, wanna dance?
I'd love to, but I'm already getting to Rosemary.
Everybody dance.
Come on, Hedy.
Come on, you must have been the I am so dizzy.
Come on, Hedy.
What I need is a shower.
JB wants me to take you home.
No, I'll go to his office where he has a private shower. I'll take a shower and then come back to the party.
Okay, Hedy. Have a nice shower.
You know, you're cute. Not as cute as Finchy, but you're cute.
Not as cute as Finchy. Say, Pete, you going into the party?
Yeah, bud.
You tell Finch I want to see him out here right away.
Okay, bud.
Old sexy Hedy is in there taking a shower, and I've got a little something up my sleeve. That's going to put Finchy out on his Oh, hi, Finch.
Hey, Bud, what's this all about?
JB wants you to meet him in his office right away.
But I was just speaking to Mr. Biggley up in the dance hall. He didn't say anything.
Well, I guess he didn't want to say anything in front of Ovington. You know how it goes around here with advertising managers.
Do you think, by any chance, your uncle was considering...
I don't know anything. All I know is you're supposed to meet him there right away.
Well, I've never seen his office anyway. Thank you, Bud.
Okay, Finch. Goodbye, Finchy. Hello, Uncle Jasper. All right.
Someday. Oh.
Guess who?
Mr. Biggley?
No, it's me.
Oh, Hedy, I was supposed to meet Mr. Biggley here.
Oh, he's not coming. Somebody gave you a bum steer.
I should have known it was a rib.
What's your hurry?
I think I'd better get back to the party.
Oh, it's more fun down here.
Maybe, but I think I'd better.
You're anxious to get back to that Rosemary, huh? Are you stuck on her?
Oh, she and I are just very good friends.
Well, that's very sensible. An up-and-coming young chap like you shouldn't be tied down. I've been watching you, Buster. You're going places.
Yeah, like Venezuela.
Wouldn't JB just die if he walked in and found you kissing me?
Frankly, I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, come on, let's try it. If you don't kiss me, Finchy, I'll tell JB you did.
Okay, just once. Rosemary.
What?
Can't you hear it? Rosemary.
Rosemary?
That kiss.
What about that kiss?
Rosemary.
It is highly insulting to think of two broads in the middle of one kiss.
I know, Hedy, but something has happened to me. I can't explain it.
Finch? You are in love!
That's right. Finch is in love. I must have been in love ever since she took my particulars.
And you found this out by kissing me?
Yes, Hedy, yes.
I don't know my own strength.
Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name. Rosemary. Rosemary was the melody locked inside me, till at last out it came. Rosemary, just imagine if we kissed. What a crescendo. Not to be missed. And as for the rest of my lifetime program, give me more of the same. Rosemary, there is wonderful music in the very sound of your name.
Honey! Honey! I heard my Frump talking at the party. Where is she?
Rosemary, something extremely wonderful is happening.
What are you talking about?
Can't you hear it? Can't you hear it? Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name.
I don't hear a thing.
Rosemary. Can't you hear it? It's like a beautiful pink sky.
Now look here, J. Pierpont Finch. Have you lost your mind?
Rosemary, darling, will you marry J. Pierpont Finch?
I hear it. I hear it. Suddenly there is music in the sound of your name. J. Pierpont.
Rosemary, just imagine if we kissed. What a crescendo. Not to be missed. As for the rest of my lifetime program, give me more of the same. Rosemary, there is wonderful music in the very sound although I'm seeing you for the first time.
And I'm seeing you for the first time. You have on two kinds of lipstick. Mine and hers.
Oh, Rosemary, this was very easily explained.
Oh,
You
I'm
don't
sure it
understand.
is. Well, don't let me bother you. Go on making love to her. Kiss her again. Take her home for the weekend. I don't care.
Oh, Hedy, what will I do?
Let's do what she says. Get back in there. I've nothing to hide. Yes, you do, and keep it hidden. You snake. Now kiss me.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Biggley.
Mr. Biggley.
It's my fault. I insisted that Mr. Finch show me your office.
I see. Well, that's okay. I just came in to wash my hands.
Excuse me.
Finch, I owe you an apology.
You do? For what, sir?
Never mind. Oh, but I want you to know that I do not care for that sort of thing. What you were doing when I came in here. I don't care for that sort of thing between executives and their secretaries.
But Miss Pilkington is not my secretary.
Oh, good point.
We figured you might be here, JB. We've been waiting for you.
I haven't finished my speech yet.
You made a fine speech.
Oh, yes, you did, Mr. Overton. Very fine speech.
Ovington, this is Mr. Finch of Plans and
How
Systems.
do you do?
Oh, fine, just fine, Mr. Overton. You know, I'm really interested in advertising, and I've read a lot of stuff about you in Fortune magazine. Some very fine materials.
Thank you very much.
By the way, Mr. Biggley, did you know our own Mr. Ovington was an All-American halfback at college?
Oh, really? Where did you play, Ovington?
Oh, the greatest little college in the world. Northern State.
A chipmunk.
I sure am a chipmunk. Did you see the way we murdered those groundhogs on Saturday?
Ovington, I'm not a bigot. I've hired men from all colleges. Gophers, Tigers, Trojan, Bears, Quakers, but never a chipmunk. Your resignation is accepted.
Chipmunk ride, chipmunk.
Well, that was a narrow squeak.
It was a big shock to me, sir.
Finch, it's a good thing you're on the ball when it comes to advertising.
Say, JB, what are we going to do for a new advertising manager?
Finch, maybe it's fate that you happen to be here at this very moment. You always wanted this rotten job. Do you think you could handle it?
Well, I don't know, sir.
That's what I admire in a man, modesty. Finch, I'm making you vice president in charge of advertising.
Me? Me? Oh, a vice president?
JB, I don't want to question your decision. Finch is very bright, but he's rather inexperienced.
I
like it.
No, I think we've hit upon something here, Bratt. This boy is loaded with great ideas.
Yeah, tell us some of them, Finch.
Well, I just...
Well, come on, Finch, what are those ideas?
Well, sir, you just
Put up or shut up, son.
But I'd like to...
Run the ball or you'll be out of here like a shot.
Oh, but sir, I'd like to be able to give you a clear-cut campaign.
Say, JB, the plans board meeting is the day after tomorrow. Finch can tell us all his ideas then.
Well, okay, sounds good. Finch, you've got 48 hours to come up with an advertising presentation.
JB,
Better get going, Finch. You're now vice president in full charge of advertising, and, well, up to now, I've been pretty dissatisfied with your work.
That's right.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm a vice president. Vice President Finch. Hello. Give me the stationery shop downstairs. Hello, this is Mr. Finch. Remember those cards I spoke to you about last week? Go ahead and print them up right away. Good. Vice President. Let's see. Oh, girls, you can come out now.
Thanks, Rosemary.
Rosemary. They want to make me a vice. They made me a vice president. What do you think?
Congratulations. Can I be your secretary?
Oh, gee, I'd love that, Hedy. But Rosemary is going to be my secretary.
I'll go back to the steno pool. Guess I'll wait for that pigeon till after he's married.
Rosemary?
I'm going to be your secretary?
Why, sure, you were Mr. Ovington's secretary, and I just took over his whole department.
And what makes you think I'd be your secretary? I'd rather die!
But Rosemary, I'm vice president in charge of advertising now. You know what a tough job that is. You know what it does to men's brains. I can only do it if I have your help. Rosemary, I need you.
Well, if you put it like that, I'll write you for your secretary.
Great. Now let's get to work.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Haven't you forgotten something?
Oh, yeah. Hello? Hello, operator. Who pays names on office doors?
Finch, are you going to kiss me?
Kiss you? I can't.
Can't? Why not?
Because you're my secretary. Wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter.
Wait a minute, Rosemary. Hello, name painter?
This is Mr. Finch. I want my name on the door in gold leaf. J. Pierpont Finch. J. Pierpont.
Suddenly there is music.
All caps.
In the sound of my name.
Yes, block letter. J.
Rosemary.
Vice President in charge of advertising.
Rosemary.
F-I-N-C-A.
All of my lifetime program will be more of the same.
The usual spelling. J. Pierpont.
Remember me, Rosemary. Whatever happened to Rosemary?
Boy, when you see it on your own door. There is wonderful music in the very sound.
Hey, when's that big meeting? 10 this afternoon. I hope Connie comes up with something. Rosemary, where are you going? Home. At 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm resigned. I'm quitting. Oh, nonsense. You've been threatening that all week. This time it's official. I left a letter of resignation on his desk. Wait till he reads it. Rosemary, I don't understand. Smitty, I can't take it anymore. I don't mind somebody ignoring me completely. As long as he pays a little attention. Smitty, he doesn't need me. Rosemary, he did tell you that he loved you and that he wanted to marry you. Smitty, that was supposed to be a secret. Don't worry, I haven't told anybody. What's the matter? Rosemary is resigning from Finch. But I thought she was going to marry him. That's what I thought. I only told a few girls. Don't worry, she'll forgive him. Never! Rosemary, you got to. Look, Rosemary, there's one thing you can't overlook, and that's loyalty. Smitty, I've been very loyal to him. I don't mean to him. I mean to us. Us girls. Yeah. How often does it happen that a secretary's boss wants to marry her? Hallelujah. How often does a dream come true without a sign of conflict or barrier? Hallelujah. Why treat the man like he was a typhoid barrier? How often can you fly from this land of carbon paper to the land of flowered chintz? Hallelujah. How often does a Cinderella get a crack at the prince? Cinderella and the prince. Wait a minute. I'm no Cinderella. I've got $85 in the bank and a savings bond. It's not a matter of money. He's a vice president, and that automatically makes him a prince. True? True. So you're automatically a Cinderella. Don't you realize? You're a real life fairy tale. A simple device. Something not for your own sake. Please, darling, for mine. Don't, Cinderella, darling, don't turn down the prince. Don't rewrite your story. You're the legend, the folklore, the working girl's dream of glory. We will darling, and love you ever since. Don't mess up a major miracle. Don't, Cinderella, don't turn down the prince. Oh, let us live it with you each hour of each day. On from Bergdorf, goodness, to Elizabeth Arden, in a station wagon. No! New Rochelle. New Rochelle, please. Oh, you got me at my please. Our life carrieth by us. Please. We want to see his kindness. Please.
So you are now a vice president. You have climbed the ladder of success rung by painful rung until you have almost reached the top. You have done beautifully, unless you are vice president in charge of advertising. In that case, you are in terrible trouble. There is only one thing that can save you. You must get a brilliant idea. The quickest way to get ideas is to develop them. That is, you must examine the undeveloped, worthless notions of others and add to them that extra something that makes the idea your own. An undeveloped notion may come from the least likely source. Be alert. You never know who will bring it to you.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hello, Bud.
Sorry I busted in. There was nobody outside. It's the first time I've seen your new office. It's quite a layout. My favorite style. Vinyl provincial. I guess you're wondering why I'm here.
Frankly, yes.
Honey, I want you and me to be friends. You know, smoke 'em peace pipe. You never did like me.
Oh, Bud.
Don't deny it. It's true. And I don't blame you. I've been, no good, backbiting thing.
Oh, Bud, that's a bit strong.
How would you put it?
I guess your way is best.
Well, I'd like to change all that. Now, I know you're stuck for an idea, and I was...
No, wait a minute, Bud. I'm not stuck.
I was thinking that giveaway program...
Bud, I don't need anyone else's ideas. And first... What was that?
I have this idea for a giveaway program. It's called the Worldwide Wicked Treasure Hunt. We hide a $1,000 bond somewhere, and every week on TV, we give clues as to where it's hidden. Look, as you say, you're not stuck for an idea, but let me leave this with you. And if you get a chance, look it over, because the meeting's in a little while.
Well, Bud, what did your uncle say when you told him about this?
I didn't tell it to my uncle. You see, Ponny, if I took it to him, he wouldn't listen to me. That's why I brought it to you first.
Wait. You haven't told your uncle?
No. Look, if you're not interested...
Whoa, Bud. The idea doesn't give me much nourishment, but maybe I'll give it a little bit of a think.
Feel free to use it, Ponny.
Treasure hunt. $1,000 bond. Could be. This thing does need some kind of a new twist.
Honey, I'm back. I changed my mind.
Oh, Miss Pilkington.
I don't blame you for being cold to me. But I did change my mind.
About what?
About what I said in the letter.
What letter?
My letter of resignation.
Your resignation from what?
To go south of America.
Oh.
Don't you understand? I resigned, quit, left you forever.
Well, why are you doing that?
Because I was hurt, humiliated, ignored, and upset.
Who did that to you?
You!
Me? It couldn't have been me. I haven't said 10 words to you all week, True?
True.
Now listen, Miss Pilkington.
Must you call me that? Can't you call me Rosemary?
No, and you're to call me Mr. Finch until you're Mrs. Finch.
Am I really going to be Mrs. Finch?
Oh, come on, Rose. I thought that was all settled a long time ago. Miss Pilkington.
Keep thinking maybe you forgot.
Well, I haven't. You're going to be Mrs. Finch because we're going to be married. Now may we discuss some more serious matters? Now, Mrs. Finch, Miss Pilkington, I have something I want you to hear. I've finally come up with a new idea for a television program. I'm thinking of calling it, yes, the Worldwide Wicked Treasure Hunt. The prize would be a $1,000 bond. Okay, Rosemary, we're going to make that prize $25,000. Listen carefully to this one, Rosemary. What would you say if we made that $100,000? 200,000?
I don't care if you give away the whole company. I love you.
Say that again.
I love you.
No, before that.
I said, I don't care if you give away the whole company.
That's it! I'll give away the company. What a prize! Of course not the whole company. Just stock in the company. Nowadays, nobody can resist that. I've got to talk to Mr. Biggley. He's got to give me a close home. No, I'll go see him.
Good luck, Mr. Finch.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Thank you very much.
Say, what about taking me to lunch? Nobody has to see us.
Miss Pilkington,
I'm sorry, Mr. Finch. Oh, to be loved by a man with a goal, to watch as he climbs with a purpose in life and purity of soul. Oh, to be there in a corner of his mind, darling, absent mind, such heaven wearing the white uniform while he goes onward and upward, happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from round round.
Are you dragging into something?
Oh, no, I was just testing some new, plastic yarn, yes. Hedy, I told you never to. What the hell do you want?
Oh, JB, do you remember that television idea I once told you about? The treasure hunt?
I told you what you could do with that idea.
Good, I just wanted to remind you that you didn't like it.
Hedy, I told you that during office hours, I just can't meet with you.
I did not intend to embarrass you. I just came for a business purpose.
Business?
I wish to tender you with my resignation.
Your resignation? What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to Los Angeles. I've been offered a very suitable position there.
Los Angeles? Oh, Hedy, what does this mean?
I just got a letter from a girlfriend. She works in a big cosmetic firm out there. She demonstrates skin creams.
Skin creams?
Yes, in all those big glamorous department stores. And she could get me a job.
But that's undignified. Well, you can't go running around demonstrating some fake goo.
It is not a fake. It is a very fine skin cream called Dermoblast. Do you know what it's made from?
Please, don't tell me.
It's made from shark belly jelly.
I was afraid of that. Oh, Hedy, you said you wanted a career. What kind of future is there in shark bellies?
More than there is around here. No guy around here will use me as his secretary. They avoid me like I had some extremely tropical disease.
Hedy, I told you, you have to be patient.
No, I've made up my mind. Bon voyage.
Well, good luck, dear.
Huh?
I said good luck. Only how will I spend those lonely nights?
Well, you could stay home.
I can't stay home. I'm a married man.
Well, you'll do all right.
Damn it, Hedy. I can't live without you.
You mean that?
Oh, of course I do. Oh, it seems that I have everything. Old rich J.B. Biggley. Old money bags. People come to me with treasure hunts. My whole day is spent talking money. But what does it mean? Hedy, nothing means anything without you.
Now, wait a minute. Don't start getting sincere. That's not fair.
Where will I find a treasure like the love from a heart of gold, ever trusting and sweet and awaiting my pleasure, rain or shine, hot or cold? Well, far beyond all measure, maybe here in my hands I hold. Ah, but where will I find that one treasure of treasures, the love from a heart of gold.
I never knew you felt that way.
No one knows it, but I'm extremely emotional.
Damn it, so am I! Where will I find a treasure like the love from a heart of gold? Ever trusting and sweet and awaiting my pleasure, rain or shine, hot or cold, well, far beyond all measure. Maybe soon in my hands I'll hold. Ah, but where will I find that one treasure of treasures? The love from a heart of
I knew you'd understand.
Oh, I do. And I have an idea that might solve everything.
Well, what?
Why don't I be your secretary?
You're out of your mind. I have Miss Jones.
Well, I could assist Miss Jones. I could learn a lot from her. You don't want me as your secretary.
Now, Hedy, I told you have to be patient.
All right, dear. I'll be patient. I'll give you 24 hours. After that, it's goodbye, Wiggins. Hello, Thermoblast.
But, Hedy...
Hello, Finchy. I should be very angry with you, cutie pie.
Hi, Hedy. Where's Miss Jones? I've got to see Mr. Biggley.
Oh, he's not doing anything. You could go in.
Say, Hedy, are you quitting or something?
Unless I hear otherwise to the contrary.
Listen, maybe we can help each other, Hedy.
Good. Let's bust out together.
I have a different idea. I've got to talk to you alone. Let's see, where could we go?
Let's go to my place.
Oh, this is business.
Okay, then let's go to your place. All right, take me out and buy me lunch. What about 1 o'clock? Meet you downstairs.
Well, Hedy,
Do you want to talk to me or don't you?
Okay, but we better meet around the corner.
Gotcha, cutie. Chicken.
Hello, executive washroom. Yes, I'm down here. What? The meeting's at 4:30. Right, come on down, we'll make plans.
Big meetings today, huh?
That's right.
Hear anything about what Finch is planning?
Oh, well, JB gave him a postponement, so he must have something. You know, fellas, I'm really beginning to get a little scared of Finch.
Me too, if we don't stop pretty soon.
They'll probably have us all working in the mailroom.
Hiya, man.
Hear anything, Bud?
Chaps, our worries are over. Finch is going ahead with, well, believe me, he's dead. And I'm so happy, I could cry.
That's very pleasant news.
Oh, well, I don't know. Finch has a way of bouncing back. I wouldn't believe he was dead if I read his obituary.
Ordinarily, I'd agree with you. Finch is very smart. But you have to remember something. He's in advertising now. And that does something to men's brains. Uh-oh. Has anybody seen my wild whipped cream oil?
Hiya, men.
All set for the big meeting?
Could be, could be. Wish me luck, man.
Good luck. Gotta stop that man. I gotta stop that man. Cold, or he'll stop me. Big deal, big rocket. Thinks he has the world in his pocket. Gotta stop, gotta stop, gotta stop that man. That man.
Now there you are. Yes, there's that face. That face that somehow I trust. It may embarrass you to hear me say it, but say it I must. Say it I must. You have the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that upturned chin and a grin of impetuous youth.